Come on. Aim. Feels so wrong using an aim shot on a guy just dead, but it's to get him out of the picture. And if he has any loot to... Yes, he does. Well, how else to take it? They won't break this turn, so I'll use one of my guys there to grab it. Yes, we got him. No crit though, but we did some damage, and that's something, you know? Not everything has to be a crit. It would be nice, but... Huh. Since I lowered their morale, they took a second route test this turn. I thought they would only take one a turn. Regardless. Unless, you know, I killed off all their heroes or something. So they could have very well broken there. Interesting. Got him. Okay. He didn't drop anything, but this guy did. Another cluster. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Beautiful! I will still see what this guy had though. Because he was an arse. He had nothing. Nothing worth on. And I know we have to break their will thing of, you know, go over here, steal their idol, bring... Also, what was it? Murderous murderers! I would be concerned if they're pacifistic murderers. I guess they kill people via inaction. You know, they see people dying of a plague, they have the cure in their hands and withhold it. I have a particular scenario running in my head. Just remember, there's like apparently a Star Trek episode where that exact thing happens. But it was the prime directive why they didn't cure the plague or something. That's what I remember hearing. Maybe the situation was being skewed. It was an Enterprise episode. A Night at Sickbay, I think it was. Maybe that was the one where the dog pissed on a tree and upset diplomatic relations. And the dog was dying of some illness. Maybe that was the episode I'm thinking of. Apparently there's some weird episodes in Enterprise. Very weird episodes. I've just heard about them. I caught a quick glimpse at Enterprise once, and the episode I saw seemed fine, or I didn't really like look into any of the stuff in it. It was just like, it just was some holodeck episode. It was like a World War II holodeck episode, and what quick glimpse I got seemed fine. But I watched like 5 minutes, so yeah. Basically what I'm saying is within 5 minutes my eyes didn't explode out of my head, but that maybe it was the 6-minute mark when that happens. I have no idea. And we'll just wipe up steel. There's little point in really doing much with these guys. These guys, yeah, they could be useful. Yes! That is surprising. And turn. Missed. Still, they tried. They did something. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting camera angle. Let's just sidestep in here, out of range of the gun rat down below. Just do that.
A new round has started.
And they didn't break their morale. They didn't break? Christ. Because, look, they've only 13 morale left. I would have just imagined they would have broken. But I'm guessing that their morale tests are based off something and not their morale. Like they have some other statistic it's based off of. Like their morale being below the thing, being below the threshold is what triggers it, but that's not factored into any equation, I guess. Wish you could take out the gas rat, grab your thing and run back, but I wouldn't be able to. Vital shot. That actually worked. And I stunned him. Reload. This is just overkill. Really. Don't draw out the killing. Sadistic git. I was waiting for him to get another crit. Reload. And shoot. And he's dead. From a crit. Victory! Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this victory. I got 3 clusters, 5 shards, and 5 fragments. And the battleground victory gave me 3 items, 2 shards, and a fragment. Excuse me. Though I'm not sure. I assume. I'm not sure if that's factored in under treasury, because they say the amount of stuff gathered during the mission, but the battleground victory they technically weren't gathered, but they were technically awarded to me for completing the battleground. So does the treasury take them into account or not? Technically, I haven't gathered them, but technically they were, were rewarded from this. So basically, I could see devs factoring, the battleground victory under the treasury stat, and I can see them not doing that. So I'm curious. And interestingly, Sigurd Hidalor is my most valuable warrior. He's MVP.
Vanquishing the foe upon the field of battle is a great feeling. It is even better when you're getting paid for it.
I can imagine. But boy, I would love having all that weird stone. Just imagine you just park your cart and there's a ton of weird stone there. Right from the get-go, all the weird stone just spawns right at your cart. You just gather it all, put it in your chest, you won the weird stone rush. Okay, 3 XP. Need a bit more for him. Then he's actually max level. Got another martial point. Brilliant. Got a mental point. Brilliant. Martial. Brilliant. We can top him off on alertness. Can raise your weapon skill.
Fantastic.
Ooh, level 4. Brilliant. I've got 2 skill points and a physical point, an advancement point. I got a martial point. Strauss has gotten a... No, sorry, Strauss. Strauss has gotten a physical and a mental point. And the group as a whole has gotten 2 points. 2 XP. And here's what we got for this. And no, the other thing wasn't taken into account. The battleground victory wasn't taken into account in the treasury. As you see there, I got 7 shards, 6 fragments, 3 clusters. Excuse me. So yeah, no, it wasn't being taken into account. So that's good to know. And sadly, this didn't pay for itself, but it went a fair bit of the way to it. Well, some part of the way to it anyway. Let's see, is there anything of actual value here? Thing of sergeants and thing of tenacity. Now they're of value, or at least the thing of sergeants. I don't already have that, do I? Inventory. Thing of warriors, enchanting. Maybe it's because there's already a rune in that slot. Then again, maybe not. Let us see. Rune of Sergeants, Rune of Sergeants. Down here somewhere. No, I haven't actually found it. So if I go back, shop. It's tempting to grab the greatsword, though I'm a little hesitant because people I could put that on basically needs the who could wield it would need the initiative basically. Say if I was put on the champion, he'd be even slower. Then, and I'm not really a fan of that. He's currently the slowest of all, like, of anyone I'm been encountering. If there was a paraplegic on the, if we were to run into a paraplegic here, they would probably move faster. So yeah, don't need to be slower. Okay. Grab sergeants. Confirm. Clicked on it, was meant to just hover over, but thankfully didn't buy it. It is tempting. It's 53 to 63, and let me find this guy. He is a blue halberd. Doesn't have anything fancy. Well, that's actually pretty fancy. Wait. Wait. The halberd's a -5 to initiative. Really? Can I be honest? I thought the halberd was neutral. Either they altered that in a patch, or I'm really misremembering. Because if that's the case, that is making me a little tempted in using the other thing. Then again, is it worthwhile? Who should use it? You. Let's see who's burlier as is. Well, this guy really should be obvious considering his vastly higher strength. Store, legendary, or greatsword. Let us see. Yeah, that'll be nice. Cause the greatsword's minimum damage is 3 higher than the halberds. So even if he was to do the weakest strike he could, he would still be doing more damage than the halberd's current strongest strike. He wouldn't take any initiative decrease. He would have a 9% increased chance to critical hit. Currently with the halberd he has a 20% increased damage to crits, but as it stands he only has a 7% chance to actually crit. So depending on how they work that out, that critical hit chance could go over double. It'll be double in a bit. It'll be like 16. Of course, it could end up just being 9. I'm not sure how they work it out. If it's addition, if it's additive, if it's multiplied, or if it's added, they can end up with different stats, basically. So, but still, it's actually quite nice. Oh, this is why. You can't parry with a greatsword. You can't. You flat out can't parry. And I built these guys to be parry tanks. Or to be parriers. They currently have a 75% chance. And I imagine that's halfway decent. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, can't do that. It's just would be a terrible idea. Of course, I could if an epic halberd turns up, I will be going for that. While the halberds are weaker than the great swords, they do outparry, and they're only slightly weaker. And one thing in the halberd's favor, if you care about it, there's a slight bit more consistency between their points. So, with the halberd strike, you're probably going to be doing around the same. Yeah. Well, if you give a shit about it, basically my whole process is with the greatsword, there's a difference of 10 points, 43 to 53. So if you really need to see 50 damage done, you know, you're more than likely going to get something under it. And well, with the halberd, it's 46 to 50. There's 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 5 options. You know, it's you got a better chance of getting to 50. I would imagine. You know. So if you care about that, you know, it's a thing, basically. So yeah. Could give him a buff. Could give him Havoc. Increase the chance to crit. But then again, I have very little money right now. I should hold on to it for the to pay the next mission's wages. So let us wait a day.
Market stock has been replenished.
Okay. Ooh. Now there's something tempting. There's an epic mace. Now that is tempting. Now I'm just gonna sell this. I'm tempted to sell the Sword of Surprise, but I'll hold off on that. I'm also thinking about using this, but I'm not sure if I have anyone that would actually get benefit out of it. I probably do, but I'm just not sure. Ooh, and there's the merchants are buying things for 25% more. Nice. Oh yes, mace. That will be useful for any of my guys. I've plenty of guys who, you know, run around wielding maces. Gold rim. You know what? I like you. You get a bit more accuracy, and you get a nicer mace. Does anyone else need a better mace? You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. Toughness, alertness. Yes, supply, new. Tempted in switching out Runed Warriors for Runed Sergeants. Oh, it's already enchanted, so you can't unenchant it? No, you can't. I honestly thought you could. Maybe you have to bring it to maybe you need a special item or something, or maybe you just straight out can't remove a rune. Good to know. I wish I'd known earlier, but it's good to know. No, you know what? Strength and weapon skill is the better thing than sergeants. It is. It actually really is. Keep going. You get the mace. You raise your ballistic skill. You raise